Hey guys, my name is Grace, and I'm back again to discuss the Good Time Bill. If you don't know what this is, please check out some of our previous videos. Before we begin discussing prison statistics, I would like to address something I missed in the last video. As many of you know, I talked about the educational programs in prisons and how we need to implement good time so prisoners are motivated to attend these classes. But why? Why are these educational programs so important? And what makes us so sure that they will help prisoners? This is where a man by the name of Albert Bandura comes in. Bandura is a psychologist most famously known for his Bobo the Clown experiment. In this experiment, a teacher was instructed to beat up a blow up clown in front of a group of children. After they were done beating it up, an adult would either reward or punish them for their behavior in front of the children, and the children would then be asked to interact with Bobo themselves. What Bandura found from this experiment was that the children were less likely to imitate the teacher's behavior if the teacher had been punished. However, if the teacher had been rewarded for their behavior, the children copied everything they had done, even the words they said or the faces they made while beating Bobo up. Prisoners aren't children, but the premise remains. We learn what the right thing to do is by observing others. And even if we watch someone get reprimanded for their behavior, it's hard to behave correctly when you are not offered an alternative for said behavior. It is possible that not enforcing such programs could be the reason why there are still so many older people in jail. In fact, according to the Bureau of Justice Statistics, the number of prisoners aged 55 or older sentenced to more than 1 year in state prison increased 400% between 1993 and 2013, from 26,300, 3% of the total state prison population, in 1993 to 131,500, 10% of the total population in 2013. And the imprisonment rate for prisoners aged 55 or older sentenced to more than 1 year in state prison increased from 49 per 100,000 U.S. residents of the same age in 1993 to 154 per 100,000 in 2013. This goes to show that what we are calling reform is clearly not working, and statistics like these that prove this statement need to be taken into serious account. We have the power to do something about it, and that's exactly where MJA and our petition comes into play. Link in the description. But don't let these old people discourage you, though. According to the Bureau of Justice Statistics, during 2019, a total of 3,791 federal prisoners earned a general equivalency degree, or GED, or other equivalent certificate while in prison. Also, the portion of federal prisoners who were the parent, step-parent, or guardian of a minor child defined as a dependent aged 20 or younger by the BOP grew from 45% to 49% from year-end 2018 to year-end 2019. Isn't that incredible? These people are trapped in a cage knowing there is absolutely nothing they can do about it, and they decide to make the best of a bad situation. They still care, even if they did make a mistake, and they want to do better. They're looking for the resources to do better. That being said, it's hard to be motivated no matter how much you care when there's so much to fear in prison. The information on this slide provides a lot of information about violence in prisons, but the most impactful statistic is the last one, reading state prisoners in 2018 were slightly more likely to die of cancer, liver disease, and suicide, and more than twice as likely to die from homicide than the adjusted population of adult US residents. Imagine how scary that is, especially if someone is in there for a crime that doesn't involve violence. And there's no way out in Michigan prisons. No matter how hard they work to get better, it's not going to make a difference. So why work hard at all? Our last statistic refers to the financial toll prisons take on average on US citizens. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, residents of large cities paid about $144 per person to operate police departments, over 50% more than residents of smaller cities and towns. This is the source I use for my statistic, by the way. It is a fantastic resource for those interested in learning more about the US justice system. When it comes down to it, the Good Time Bill has the power to change every single one of these things. It is time for those incarcerated in Michigan prisons to have a chance at genuine reform, and for those living in larger cities to not be punished for where they happen to reside. Please sign the petition on our website in the description below, or simply stick around to find more information about our organization. Thank you for listening. Bye.